That one's so good.
Good evening, everyone. Let me start again.
Whoa.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to 10 Dead Rats, your weekly Warhammer Fantasy and D&D mashup, brought to you tonight by Spinach.
Spinach! Talk to scientists.
So we missed you all. We missed you all last week. Happy to be back. Yep. The group's already, I think, feeling a little antsy, a little excited. It's good. Good stuff.
How are we getting out of this castle?
Yeah.
We never are.
What are we doing again? Oh, wait.
Everything's bad.
All right. Let's see. Do I have any exciting announcements for you tonight? I don't. Does anybody got anything? Nope.
Spinach can send emails now.
Spinach can send emails. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We get a lot of spam messages. Could be Spinach.
Probably.
It's all just like, fuck Kale. Spinach forever. Yeah. Let's see, Kale send emails, huh?
It's gonna be a fun night. All right, let's get going into tonight's episode of 10 Dead Rats.
Tomatoes.
I feel like
Yeah.
the root vegetables would be really polite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One of those big, like, honking huge ones that grow
All right.
underground and, like, they look crazy when you pull them out. Yeah.
We are back. We are in fact live, everyone. Hi. Here we are.
Hello!
Yes, it's that kind of night. All right. So, last week on 10 Dead Rats, what happened?
Oh, man.
Let's see. The group met a Chaos Warrior, which was very exciting. Quickly made their excuses, left him alone. Discovered a room full of clocks, which was very exciting. Bruno sustained a minor head injury from one. They visited an elderly lady and her many cats. Again, opting to not spend too much time with her, and finally stumbled upon the room of Lady Marguerite as she was in the middle of some kind of horrific experiment, apparently creating some massive uber undead creature laid out on a slab, being struck by lightning. The party decided that was not very good, and
It was not.
and so attacked
Wow.
and slew Lady Marguerite and her creation.
There will be no sequel.
Indeed. They searched her rooms, found a letter from her brother, Gottard, who is a fine, upstanding young man. And
Oh, yeah.
That was the worst
I was
letter.
going to say, was that the orgy letter?
was the infamous orgy letter. Because everyone, when they're on
Great.
vacation, sends letters back to their older siblings about all the orgies that they're in. Yep. Excellent. So that's about where we ended, just after the tussle with Lady Marguerite and her creation. I just want to take a moment before we get into the game to review the current party and individual ambitions, because we haven't looked at those in a little while. It's a key part of the game as to how folks get experience points. So who wants to remind me what the overall party ambition is?
Find the rock.
Find
Find the Rock.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh,
Right.
oh my.
You're welcome. No, we're finding
Yes.
a Chaos Moon Spit rock.
That's right. The meteorite that was allegedly brought here by Dagmar von Wittgenstein many years ago.
Dagmar's
Yeah.
rock.
Indeed. Excellent. So, Colleen, why don't you kick us off then? What is Yeffy's current personal ambition?
Yaffy's current ambition is to figure out the connection between Dagmar and the dwarves, because two of his balls were found with them, and that's a little bizarre, and obviously my family's connection with the first ball.
Interesting.
So,
Interesting.
try
Very
to figure
good.
out.
What is the dwarf connection? Excellent. Christian, what is Indigo's current ambition?
Indigo's current ambition is to warn the bandits about Castle Witgendorf because they are not ready for this.
No, they are
And
not.
frankly,
You were also
waiting.
not ready.
No one was really ready for what lay in the castle. Andy, what's Mina's ambition?
So Mina's ambition is to figure out what the Staff of Dagmar is actually doing, because Mina does not want to get caught up in the grosser parts of necromancy, just the useful ones, if they're useful. Sometimes that's a
Excellent.
moral line that I think anyone can walk.
Very good.
So
All right. Learn a little bit more about the staff she's carrying. Bruno? Maramax, what is Bruno's ambition?
Right now, it is to offload or otherwise find something to do with the various members of the Chaos Terrarium. At this point, I think Bruno is carrying around too many things with faces that shouldn't have faces, and the collection has reached, I think, this overloaded space here.
yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah.
and I suggest the well.
Got a whole, in such a way, so I think we are now of the opinion as a group that I should not just hand these off to people who will consume them, which seems to be what happens all the time around here. I would like to get rid of them in a way that does not involve the peasant class eating them, and either in any sort of secondary form, and themselves growing faces in places where faces are not supposed to be.
So let me set the scene a little bit. We are still in the room, the upper tower room attached to Lady Marguerite's bedchambers, high up in the highest tower of the castle. There was a large wooden platform that this monster was attached to that Marguerite was attempting to animate, and actually successfully animated briefly before the party destroyed it. So you stand there, a storm rages outside, flashes of lightning, booms of thunder, constantly punctuated the fight just now, and the windows are streaked with rain, and it definitely sounds quite treacherous outside. You stand about the room.
So I think we haven't actually searched through this room, right? We got in here, got
we
the fight,
haven't.
and then the session ended before we could actually go through Marguerite's belongings. And
You're absolutely right. I think I misspoke in the synopsis earlier that you had found the letter, I think, before engaging Marguerite. I think you must have found that in her study below.
yeah. So Indigo's going to go through Marguerite's pockets.
Okay.
Good choice.
There.
It's a good place to start.
See if she has anything interesting on her.
All right. You look over Lady Marguerite. Besides being finely dressed and suffering several grievous wounds,
Yeah.
you notice that some of the in the ceiling above there is an opening where Marguerite had briefly raised this platform up. Where lightning was coming through and striking she was harnessing the power of the lightning into these metal rods attached to the platform that her creation was laid out on. Some little bits of rain have dripped through that opening and splatter on her face, and causing it to run. You notice that she's wearing thick, heavy layers of makeup, and it's just everywhere where the rain splatters on her face. It is just running down her cheeks. She has on her. She's wearing a silver chain around her neck, from which you find a small silver-plated skull dangles at the bottom. She is wearing a a ring, a nice ring that has the Wittgenstein family crest on it. She has in her pocket a slender metal rod about a foot long with a ball on the end that looks fairly similar to a very small version of the two metal shafts that are attached to the table we see here.
Oh, was that what she was using for the lightning?
You do remember at one point that she waved it about and evoked a massive blast of lightning
Oh.
that struck you all, or some of you.
I'll pocket jewelry. The necklace. I'll take the necklace and the ring, and I'll hold up the rod, and I'll say, "Everybody wants a lightning rod."
I'd recommend holding it less high above your head.
Just
Not
kind
like
of
that,
dramatic,
okay.
wave it about. Ha!
Okay, hand it
Ha!
to somebody else.
There's a dramatic rumble of thunder from outside and a lightning flash in the window as you wave the rod about. Perhaps just coincidence. But you all notice actually immediately following that is another rumble, a deep, heavy boom that at first you think is like the thunder must be right on top of you, and then you realize no, that sound came from somewhere below you.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
What was that?
I don't know.
Does someone know we're
I
here?
don't know.
Is that like the army mobilizing?
I
Oh,
hope not.
God.
There's now a rapid succession of those boom, 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 all from somewhere deep below, and the whole floor of the chamber shakes as it happens.
Oh, God.
What?
Maybe it's the night. Maybe it's the cats.
I don't think it's the
The
cat.
cats got out?
No. Well,
Maybe it
let's
was
see
those
if-
whispering voices.
Oh, my God. There's
Now they're
too
yelling.
many creepy things.
Oh, I forgot about the voices.
What voices?
Oh, good. Other people
Maybe-
heard what? Nope.
What?
Bruno, you heard
I
that,
ain't
right?
anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, downstairs.
Well, I'm
People were
starting to lose.
planning to. Are we talking about the same whispering voices here?
Yeah,
Thought so.
we all heard.
Yeah.
We all heard those voices.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
okay.
voices.
So
Oh, great. Okay, yeah.
Mina, why aren't you hearing the voices, Mina?
Yeah.
That's a really creepy statement to make.
Maybe you'd like to hold on to my jar of face leeches for a second. That might help hear the
No.
voices.
Yeah, hold on to the leeches.
Nope. I want to play with this new lightning stick.
Listen, we should probably get out of this tower, though. I have a
We
bad
should
feeling.
get- Yeah.
Yeah.
We still need
Is
to find
the
the rock.
is the rock
Yeah,
up
okay.
here?
Yeah. Can we do a
Oh,
quick search for the
please.
rock? She
You
said we
scan
were never going to find it.
You scan about the room. You find there's the room is filled with various accoutrements that are apparently in some way related to the experiments that Marguerite was doing up here. You find tables filled with the mazes of glass tubes and vials and things emitting strange colored vapors. Hanging on hooks around on the walls are 5 human corpses in various states of decomposition, some of which seem to be missing portions of their bodies.
Forgot about
What's wrong with this lady?
There's
She's
what you
making
don't
the
find though is
perfect
any you don't find any evidence of a large rock of any kind or a container that maybe could be used to hold such.
You know what? We'd probably be able to tell if it was here.
Yeah.
Maybe dark, creepy, and animating things. And
Well, it's
Yeah.
in a special box to keep it from, emanating its chaos energies out.
Yeah.
it's clearly working great.
Look,
right.
there's a lot of things going on here. I don't think they can all be. Oh,
I'm going down the stairs. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Indigo, let's go. They can keep talking about weird chaos things.
Let's get out of here.
You wind your way down the stairs, past the study, and down to the base of the tower, which, as you recall, it contains a large telescope in it and a couple of wardrobes. Here on our map that we have up on screen, that is area number 60. You come down into that room. Colleen, where's Yeffy going from there?
We did get the letter, and we kept the letter, right? From the creepy brother.
You have Gotthard's letter, indeed.
Is there anything in the library area, like the study itself, behind books?
You did make careful search of that room once before.
Okay.
As you recall, the books were rifled, disrespected, perhaps, and.
It's just my habit.
Wait, I imagine the rock might be in the basement.
Oh,
because that's the worst place it could be. So,
it does mean.
When we're going back through the telescope room, can we see that second door? I'm seeing on the map. I don't remember if we've been through that or not.
Second door. So there are two doors to the south.
There's a door going in from 59 to 60, and then there's a second door to the left of that.
Yeah, which is the door to the stairs. Which.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I understand now.
Yep.
Cool and good.
Are those? Is that banging noise still happening?
No. You stop for a moment and listen carefully and see if you hear that banging noise. You don't, but you think you can hear some shouts coming from somewhere back inside the castle.
I look out the window if I can see anything out there. The telescope points out.
Excellent. You look out the window. You can see below you the large courtyard, and you can see the pit dug into the courtyard below, which looks quite unusual and inhospitable. Looking across the courtyard, you can see that can't possibly be right. What is that? There's a large tower immediately opposite you. A large dark tower rises up on the far side of the courtyard from the tower you're in. Can you see that all right? Like 36. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. And just to the right of that appears to be an old temple, and it looks quite dilapidated.
Well, that was at the Temple to Sigma, right?
Yes. It looks, and you think you can see some flashing lights coming from some flickering lights coming from the windows of that temple, Bruno.
Does it look like candle or torchlight or?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it definitely looks like someone must be in there. It must be inhabited in some way. Whereas
someone's in the temple.
The tower directly opposite you is completely dark.
Okay. The temple's got to be where the box is, because that is the most disrespect.
What?
Right? They got the chaos thing in the Temple to Sigmar to really stick it to him.
Oh.
But there's people in there now. They're probably getting the box. They probably heard our little commotion.
They can't hear anything over the thunderstorm.
That's a good point.
Well, we heard... Okay, right, maybe. I mean, okay, well, there's voices behind us, too, so maybe we should deal with the immediate concern. Do we run? Do we hide? Should I throw the jar of leeches at them?
No.
Yes. No, wait, no. That's a terrible idea. Debbie just keeps looking up at Indigo and Bruno and...
I'm gonna guess. Just don't throw it at me.
So...
Okay.
Wait, do we hear voice? Well, I don't, because I failed the perception check, but do folks hear voices, like, right now? More so?
You briefly heard some shouts, just at that moment when Bruno told everybody to be quiet so he could listen for further booms.
Okay. So maybe let's go check those out, and then we can explore somewhere else.
Alright, this castle's so messed up. I feel like the stone has to be in here, right?
Maybe it's in a cloud. Maybe it's in a cat. Maybe it's in that chaos guy that I don't want to meet again.
Oh,
maybe it's in the rotted food. Maybe it's the one
not
that did
gonna be
bodies.
If it's in somebody, that somebody's gonna be like just a mutated blob. Like they're just gonna be like gooey flesh and limbs, probably lots of teeth, faces all over,
So many things.
suckers, tentacles.
Yeah, lots of suckers. We should keep looking
Trail
around, I
slime.
guess, for it. So you think it's in the basement?
Is there a
That
basement?
makes sense to me.
It's the only
You
place
guys
we
gone
have
down
to
there? Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Do you know when they were gonna siege?
Dawn,
They're gonna.
right?
Okay.
Didn't they say they were going to start at
Okay.
dawn?
Fine.
Oh, that'll be good cover
Okay,
to
does
get
it-
out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Let's keep going down to the basement. Unless
How
you
do
want to
we
see
go
some
down?
cats with faces,
don't wanna
human
see
faces. Can't get the faces right.
You emerge from the tower into the large bedchamber, Area 59 here on our map, which you looked over fairly carefully once before. As you come through this room, though, you can see that the whole room looks fairly disheveled. It looks things that were hanging on the wall are either crooked or have fallen over. It just looks like the whole room has kind of been violently tossed in some way.
Is there an earthquake?
Are there footsteps? I mean, like
Yeah, like footprints.
footprints.
Uh-oh.
There we go. That was the word.
You don't see any sign of that on the ground, Mina.
Does it look intentional or random?
It looks fairly random.
Okay. Are
It
all
was
the
the
bodies
corpses.
still here?
They are. Although they are. If one was left upright, I think one was on the chair. That it has fallen over and is laying on the ground.
Oh.
And is the
Here.
other door out of this room still closed?
It is.
Okay.
Guess let's just keep
Continue
going. Maybe
on.
it was a ghost.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe it was a ghost.
Great. I think I'd rather it be an earthquake.
Let's slowly open the door and peek outside and see if anything out there is all like shaken up.
Excellent. Yeah, if you slowly push the door open a little bit and peer out into the hall, and you can see the dark silhouettes of two figures. You see by the top of the stairs, you can see the large armored form of the Chaos Warrior that you saw earlier, and he is kind of looking in the hall in your direction. Why don't you roll me a stealth roll, please?
Shoot.
What could count as stealth?
Oh, sorry, that would be an agility roll plus any skill you have, if you have any skills in stealth. But if not, just agility.
I just have contortionist and disguise.
Don't think either of those are quite appropriate here.
I'm a door. Well, I rolled a 17.
17?
I rolled a 17.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Nice.
So you see him kind of standing at the top of the stair. He's like maybe one step down, and he's looking back in your direction. You're worried for a moment that maybe he sees you, and he seems, and you hear him, and he shouts, "Hurry up, Krakats! I don't know what that noise was, but it's I felt it shake the whole bloody castle. Come on, you fool!" And the door opposite you bangs open, and emerging from it is a huge, hulking, bare-chested man with the head of a bull and the hind legs like furry, crooked hind legs. And it comes stalking out of that room and just walks straight to the stairs, and the two of them race down the stairs together.
Slowly close the door, turn and face everyone, and say, "So, I just saw a bull man, and he ran away with our chaos friend down the stairs. They're gonna go investigate the boom boom sound. There's a bull man. There's a big guy. big,
Like just a
ugly-
male bull inside?
No,
Like a
like a
man.
big bull thing with big legs.
half bull,
Things like
half person.
Oh,
I don't know what I
mutants.
saw. Okay, it's just gross and unnatural. That's what I saw. Okay, it's a gross, unnatural thing. I'm not saying his knee had a face or something like that. It's not like Bruno's jar, but it was still just. What is
that's
wrong
good,
with
'cause
this place?
a bull-sized man wouldn't fit inside the jar, so that would require a whole reorganization. Okay, so they went downstairs, though.
Yeah, they went
So-
downstairs.
So if we wanted to poke in their rooms real quick...
Ooh,
That
gross.
is not a bad idea.
Okay, great. Let's go. Slink the door open again
Excellent.
and go over to. I'm guessing the door to the bull man's room is still ajar. So
Yep.
Yeah, if
he,
you
came, he came banging out of there pretty quickly. Okay, so you slink across the hall to the opposite door, which is open. Looking through it, the room looks fairly similar to your room, the room that you were originally escorted to by these strange servants. It's has just a bed. Similarly, a sword mounted on the wall, which appears to be decorative. There is a chest at the foot of the bed. Other than that, looks pretty Spartan.
Is there anything in the chest?
You slink over to the chest and you pull it open and you just see bed linens.
Steaks.
So no personal effects at all.
No.
Right.
The room
I
does
have to
have
change
a
the
kind
bed quite
of
frequently.
the room does have a bit of an animal musk smell going on.
Great. So many animals in this castle.
I'll go poke into the Chaos Warriors room.
Okay. You
Very quiet downstairs.
You slide carefully, quietly down the hall to the door just at the top of the stairs. Push it open and look in, and it looks identical to the other two rooms.
I checked the chest.
Great.
Also, again, full of bed linens.
All right.
Weird.
No,
So-
that's not weird. Having bed linens is not weird. What would be weird is open the chest and like a bunch of iguanas with 3 heads came out, or frog people, or giant cats with human faces, or like a little old lady who collects too much clocks, or whatever the hell else is wrong with this place.
Well, I guess
good point.
in the Bull Man, I expect the chest to be full of hay or whatever, right? Like, what does a Bull Man want? A bunch of hay, or
Linen.
maybe. Well, he definitely doesn't want bed linens. I know what the Chaos Warrior wants: some way to get out of that armor.
Yeah.
Casual clothes.
Anyway,
We all want to get out of this armor. Bruno?
You guys can take off the armor now. Why do we need the disguises now? We just like murdered a lady upstairs.
They don't know
Killed
that.
her creation. They
They don't know that.
You know what? I'm not wearing the armor. I don't care.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
So are we
Okay.
going
Oh, wait! I have
downstairs, or
one
do
more
we run?
idea.
All right.
I run back into the bedroom, the room 59.
Mm-hmm.
It has a fireplace in it, right?
It does.
I want to check the back of the fireplace for one of those slidey walls, that would spin around to be like secret passage to the other room.
Give me an intelligence test.
Okay. Apparently, this game needs dice.
Does.
Oh my God.
Every night, Max.
I thought this was just an extended improv session, and you should just
It
yes
is.
and
With
my
dice.
suggestions. Yeah. 12.
You press
Actually,
your
13.
hand. Okay, you press your hand against the back wall of the fireplace, which is quite large, and you streak across a big handprint across the sooty stones back there, and you feel like no, it's pretty solid. not going anywhere. It's clearly
let out like a series of 4 sneezes and come back.
Your hand is all blackened with soot.
Yeah. Okay, just rub this on my clothes. All right, never mind.
All right, great plan.
What?
I like to imagine we're all outside, so we just see like Bruno like run in, run out, covered in soot. Didn't work.
Super dirty now, yeah. That can't be the first time people have seen this basic sequence of events happen.
Absolutely not. Mina's only been here like a week, and she's seen it several times.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Bruno?
It just seemed like the kind of fireplace that would have a secret passage behind it or something, you know?
Ah. Oh.
It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Do you think there's another? I mean, from the outside, did you see another area that?
That's a good question. I don't really know. No, it's instinct. You know, big fireplaces, rich people, a spooky castle, secret passage. There aren't any torch,
clean.
you know. Actually, well, it's a bit cleaner now, actually, but
it looked well maintained, right? When we saw it last.
The room, or the
no, just the fireplace.
The fireplace. It certainly looked used. Certainly looked like fires had been built in it.
So, how do we get out of here if Bullman and Armor Guy are right down the stairs?
Well, either we go all the way downstairs and see if there's a rock there, or we go across the way and see if there's a rock there. I say whichever one they're not defending is the one that we do.
Were there stairs down?
Yeah.
In the main hall.
Oh, I don't remember that, huh?
I mean, that's how we got up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe... Well, I know there are stairs down right here. I mean, further down.
Oh.
That's not the basement.
Well, no, because remember Claw Claw Clip 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 guy? And he was going to take us to the basement, and then he went on repeat?
Oh.
Yeah, I remember.
I was in a bag for a lot of the events. There's stuff here and there.
All right. Do you want to go downstairs, or do you want to try to go out one of these windows and down?
Oh. I don't... You seem very capable of window crawling, leaving. I don't know that I'm very good at that, personally.
Well, Paul, in 59,
Yes.
that thing that's next to the other door is a window. It's not a door.
Just to the left as you enter from the hallway? Is
Yes.
that where you're looking? Yes, there's a large set of windows that look over a low roof. That's clearly a piece of the lower building outside. And it does look like there's another set of windows that look out onto that same roof. So it's kind of
so we could get... Oh, so there's a room that we can see that we haven't been in.
Yeah, if you look from 59 to the left, there's a large set of windows that look out, and remember you're on the second floor, and so you can see a roof of a piece of a building that must only be 1 story tall there, and so there's a bit of a sloping roof on the other side of those windows that then leads off, and then below that you can just see it just drops away. But as you peer out those windows and look at the wall to your right, you can see another set of windows that also look out onto that roof. Of a room, of a second-story room to somewhere. You're not sure what. Or how one gets there.
Oh. Well, if we
So
could
we hop down onto the roof.
I will, if it helps.
To the glass.
So we do have 2 chests full of linen.
You can look at what the outside of the building. This is looking at the building from the front, but as you can see, you're in the main hall on the left side here. So you came in through those big double doors. You went up the stairs to the second floor. You then entered this tower that is up in the front, and you went several flights up there. As you can see on the right side of this building, there's it's kind of an L-shaped building, and there's another piece of building or a second building that's attached that has lower roof lines.
So looking out the window of the bedroom, we're looking down onto an angled roof that slides down to another set of windows. Is that what I'm seeing here, or is it a flat roof?
It's a slightly sloping roof.
Okay.
I'm not being
Would it
clear.
be relatively safe for us to
Point
get on
being-
that roof and walk over?
Yeah, so
Yeah, point being, if we got on that roof, could we get to the windows and
you
get
could.
that room?
And now again, it's raining, and it's a slate roof, and it's not flat. It's slightly angled, so it looks a little treacherous out there. And it's quite high up, and you can see it's a big drop. It's a big drop off the other side.
I hate all of that, but I do love what Yeffy said about the linens.
What?
Could we maybe
Oh.
construct like a
One of us
rope, and then
don't have
Yeffy
to
is the
climb
most
across.
agile of us, can go to the other window, and then we can use the rope to get across.
I like the volunteering. That's great.
Yeah,
I mean,
thanks,
if you don't
Mina.
want.
Oh, yeah, that's
great.
fine.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go tie some knots
Awesome.
into this linen, and then we'll tie it to the big 4-poster bed that's in that room, and then we'll go out the window, and yeah.
Well,
right,
Mina
let's
will
do
go
that.
out the window. Tie
I also just have
it
some rope.
on the other side.
Indigo also has rope.
Oh, we
Yeah.
could just use rope. Yeah, that would
You wanna
probably
use
be
my
better.
rope?
Oh, I have this grappling hook. I don't know if that'll be helpful. I also have this jar of leeches with faces on them, if that can help
No,
in any way.
No,
Yeah.
that would not. The grappling hook, that sounds useful.
Yeah, we tie the grappling hook to my rope, and then we could just throw it through the other window
Yeah.
and just climb across.
Great.
Okay.
Let's do
Okay.
that.
This is so cool. This sounds much more dangerous than other choices, but
So you take
sure
your rope
does.
and grappling hook, Indigo. You
When has that ever stopped you?
push open the window out onto the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, push open the window, and you can see rain is pouring down. Just sheets of rain are pouring down onto the slate roof. Every now and then there's a flash of lightning. You look across the way, you see that other window. You swing your grappling hook. You throw it. Give me a ballistic skill test, Indigo.
Yeah.
ooh, a little rainy out tonight.
17.
It
Oh,
smashes
nice.
it smashes straight through the glass of the other window with a loud crash. Glass goes everywhere. You pull on the rope and it catches something, and you can pull it taut. You're like, yep, okay, you've got a rope going from window to window now.
Great. Who wants to go first?
I think I volunteered myself earlier. I didn't
Great.
mean to.
I'll anchor it over here.
I'll just go. It's okay, Mina. You just sit there and I'll go. It's fine. It's
Well,
fine.
it seems a little dangerous. Maybe we should do something else.
You want Mina to go? What?
Which is
Bruno,
maybe,
are you
know,
feeling okay? Are you, like,
Yeah.
feverish? Do you have problems? You've never had problems. You went to a sewer and jumped around and got into a demon circle, and this is not anything new for you.
Well, I'm a little on edge, what with all the faces and the cats and the clocks and the Frankenstein monster and the Chaos Warrior and the Bull Man all sort of coalesced into one location, and now we pick some sort of really mundanely dangerous thing to do, like climbing across a rain-slicked precipice where we might fall off and die.
If you want to go down the stairs where the Chaos Warrior and the Bull Man went, I think you could just go do that if you wanted to.
Yeah. I'm sure that Bull
I'm a
Man will
fan
bring your
of
wings.
climbing across this. If we fall, there's a chance we survive at least.
Dear God.
Wow.
Mina is
Wow.
too anxious about this back and forth and will just make the walk. Can't bear to be in this conversation anymore. We'll simply try it.
Now that's an appropriate reaction to this group.
All right, so Mina, you climb out the window. You hold onto the rope that Indigo is anchoring, and that is to pull taut from window to window, and you gingerly walk across the roof. It is slippery. Your feet slide several times, but because you have the rope to hang on to, I don't need any kind of roll. You make it across the way, and you peer through the smashed window on the other side, and you can see a small room with several fairly common-looking bunk beds in it. a large fireplace, a door on the opposite wall, a staircase to your left leading downward, and you can see hiding under two of the beds. You can see what looks like in total like 3 or 4 people. Looks like probably servants, kind of hiding under their beds.
Oh fuck. Well,
but there's lots of beds in here. There's like probably a dozen beds in here, and it's fairly cramped.
I assume anything I yell back is going to be indecipherable due to
the heavy rain. Yes.
So I'm just going to climb in and say, don't worry. This is routine. Just routine, and you're fine. And just stand at ease the way I saw the other soldiers stand at ease until the rest of the crew comes.
You faintly hear some whispered voices coming from under the beds. You hear someone say, "Who is that?" And shut up.
It's fine. Everything. It's fine.
Indigo, you saw Mina cross the roof and climb in.
Right.
She briefly looked over her shoulder, looked like she was going to shout something to you, and there was a boom of thunder. And then she just climbed in the window.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Everybody across.
So, Yeffy, you go across. Bruno, you go across.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So Yeffy and Bruno clamber across, pulling on the rope, making your way across into the room, joining Mina. Indigo, when it's just down to you, what do you do?
Do I see anything that I could tie the rope off to that isn't going to get yanked around in here?
Very big, heavy-looking 4-poster bed over there you could tie it to.
Great. Well, goodbye, rope. Good work. And I'll tie it off from the 4-poster and make sure it's taut, and then climb across myself.
Very good. Very good. So you
Thank you for
tying it off, you come across, and indeed the grappling hook is just the prongs of the grappling hook are just stuck into the stone at the bottom at the base of the window, so it's held pretty tightly there. The 4 of you are now all in this small room filled with beds and a couple of cowering servants under the beds.
Great. I'll retrieve the grappling hook, and just say goodbye to the rope.
Oh, so you untie the rope from the grappling hook and just kind of...
Do we want to do that? We won't be able to get back.
Well, okay, I'll leave it then.
Very good.
I'll buy you a new grappling hook, Bruno.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there are people here. Oh, hello.
I was telling them that this is routine and fine.
I think that's a load of hucky poo, and you're all free and you can leave at any time you want. Your mistress is dead, and so is her creature, and soon everybody else in this castle will most likely be, so you should just get out of it while you can, go across the river, don't stay on this stupid island anymore, and go find some place in Alsdorf, somewhere nice to buy some tea and some bread and get the hell out of here. Else I'll cut you.
Excellent. You see a face emerge from under one of the beds, Yeffy. You guess now there's like 4 total servants hiding under about 2 beds. It's this dirty, smudged peasant face kind of pokes up out of the bed, and the head sticks up on a very long, curved neck. Unnaturally long and curved. Kind of cranes up from under the bed, and the face kind of looks at you and says, Lady Ingrid is dead?
Oh.
No. The other,
Who's that?
The other one.
Another one.
Marguerite?
Minerva?
Marguerite.
Marguerite?
Marguerite is dead. The head kind of then pulls back under the... They say Marguerite is dead. What? Not
Is it dead or is it a turtle or a goose? I don't even know.
Slowly, 2 forms climb out from under one of the beds. One of them, a tall, skinny man with a neck that's a good foot long, and slightly curved. The other one is a short, stout lady with a big hooked nose that reaches all the way down and kind of dangles below her chin.
I'm gonna go with Goose.
She kind of meekly curtsies as she climbs out from under the bed. Lady Marguerite is dead? What happened?
She fell down some stairs, real bad, real tragic. It was so horrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she was trying to reanimate the dad, and just Bruno, you can interject anytime.
What was it that shook the castle? What was that?
We're here to investigate that. Or
Yes.
it's an earthquake.
Or it's right. That's our theory, but we're checking it out right now.
Yes.
That's why we came in through your window.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another boom of thunder from outside. Rain is starting to splatter in through the broken window.
The lady Ygritte there, she really needed the rock, the giant moon rock. You know.
Right.
Yes. She asked us to
so we needed
the rock.
That's right, but we forgot where it is. So.
So silly.
So
Whoopsies.
how it is.
Oh God.
No way this is working. But I admire your moxie.
Also,
Sorry.
that two of
Lady
us are soldiers and
Ingrid.
two of us are little people.
Lady Ingrid wants the stone that Lady Marguerite uses. It's
Yeah,
I-
for her cats.
oh. Well, I suppose you should speak to Slagdog about that.
Trustworthy name I've ever heard.
Where would they be?
He's in the cellar, in his chamber below.
Great.
With
Just down these stairs here, right?
Yes, he was guarding the prisoners.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Yes. So he would know where the rock is.
Yeah.
Well, he guards it. He guards all of the ladies' alchemical items that are down there.
Flag guard.
That makes
is
so
good
much
at
more
that.
sense.
Yeah.
Flag guard.
Yeah. Flag
Should have
guard.
realized that. From the...
No, Slagar.
We were thinking
that
it was Slugdorf, and then no, it's not. Can't be Slugdorf. Was it? Okay, all right. Slagdar downstairs. Let's just get right down there.
I just saw Slurd go into his room. She's pointing over now at that other door. Slurd just came up the stairs and went into his rooms. Perhaps he could take you there if you need.
Slurd?
Yes.
We'll ask that.
If you're going to be a mutant, at least have a normal name. All right. We'll just go right downstairs. I think we can probably figure this out ourselves.
Very good. Very good. She curtsies again.
Also, probably don't, keep the news of Lady Marguerite on the DL. We just want to be respectful.
Sensitive to the family, yeah.
Sensitive to the family.
Yeah.
See.
So
But should I go and attend on Lady Ingrid then?
no, we
She's
will.
very upset and she really wanted her rock. So I don't think you want to see her until she gets her rock. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise it could get really bad real fast.
There's a deep rumble beneath you at this point. The whole room kind of shimmies a little bit, and dust falls from the rafters above you. And both of the two servants kind of just grab each other and cower. What is that? What is happening?
Also,
That's her
might
rat.
want to evacuate
That's her
the
rat.
castle.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah, you should probably leave. You should probably get out.
Where would we go?
Outside.
Not under-
to the
Oh dear, into
Different town.
there's that temple over there. You could go over there.
Oh, the temple. Yes.
There you
Yeah.
go, yeah.
Henry, let's go to the temple. He just got all right. Come on, you two. He leans down and kind of bangs on the other bed with the two people hiding under it. Axel, Slim Ron, come on, let's go.
Supposed to Fat Ron? All right. Well, I got to see what kind of mutations these people have as they come in.
Oh dear.
I'm taking notes on that long neck goose.
All right.
Crazy.
So,
Enjoy your time in Bartertown.
two more servants tentatively climb out from under the bed. One of them looks completely normal until he pulls out his legs, which you can see are long bird legs. And
on it, okay.
Do we have wings?
No, just bird legs. Just bird legs.
Okay.
I don't.
The last one.
I don't know.
Tough to get pants.
The last one climbs out. Appears to be very, very short, almost dwarf-like, but has you'll notice that his elbows and knees bend the wrong way.
That's normal.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Come
no.
Actually, from what I've seen of this one
Come on,
dwarf,
you
I know.
two. Let's go to the temple, and the four of them then proceed down the stairs.
Oh, great! Just give him a. I think they might have all been mutated from one bird. Like I think it might be one bird kind of spread like a single goose, and each got a little goose bits. Interesting.
Yeah, it's not that interesting. It's freaky.
Poke around a little.
Yeah.
Deeply morally reprehensible.
What?
Should
I'm
we?
not. Science doesn't really have morals.
Okay, like explicitly.
They seem fun.
Anyway, they seem fine. Do we want to check on that room with Slarg or whatever in it?
Slark.
I don't think so. Right?
Why bother? Just probably end up murdering them.
Yeah. I think we check on Slark.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to kill him. Yeah.
Well, Slark sounds like he's tired.
That's fair. You might have notes or something.
Anyway, I have
on the bright
information
side,
on how to get the other guy to go to sleep or something. I don't know why I thought that. That's a dumb idea.
yeah, that's probably not the kind of thing he has in his room. I will say, on the bright side, Bruno, I think you were right about the fireplace.
That has a secret door? Oh, yeah. I go in and check this side of the fireplace for a secret door.
Oh, excellent! You come back even sootier and convinced that there is in fact no secret door connecting the two fireplaces. They perhaps share a
Completely
chimney,
wet, plastered in soot. Yeah.
but there's no secret door.
Right.
Okay, no secret door. Good thinking, though, Mia. I appreciate that. All right, touch of the black lung here, but
All right, so I guess we wait until the steps of the goose people have faded before we head downstairs.
Okay, you wait a few moments, give them time to get ahead of you, and then you make your way down the stairs. Who's in the front?
I'll go first.
Okay.
oh man,
Nope.
this mysterious earthquake is really giving me some bad vibes.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so ominous. I hate it.
Okay, you head down the stairs and you find yourselves in a small kitchen. There is several large countertops with various pots and pans piled up on them. There's another fireplace, but this one has a big spit over it. It looks like a fairly recently used kitchens, but it's empty. There's no one in here, and you can see there are into other directions. So two doors directly opposite the stairs as you come down, and another door back and around behind the stairs. So presumably that one back behind the stairs would lead underneath that roof that you were just climbing on. Where the two opposite you go into further into the extension off the left side of the building that you've not explored.
Is there food stuff in here? Does it look like rotten? Because the food out that we saw was all rotten and stuff, right?
Indeed. You walk over to one of the counters and you lift a lid from a pot to look to see if there's actually, like, edible food within it. And you can see a kind of bubbling, greenish-gray, chunky, viscous substance. And it wafts a kind of rotten egg smell at you as you open it.
Man.
Any of these words. Ugh.
So, is there a little spoon here or something, like a ladle?
Yeah.
I open up
it.
the lid of the jar with the leeches and my mushroom with a face on it, and I kind of ladle a little dollop in there. There you go, fellas. All right, a little chaos food for you.
So you take the ladle and you're dipping it into the chaos, the terrarium. Is that right? And
No. So I'm dipping it into the thing, but I'm dripping a little into the terrarium for the leeches.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were going from the. You're going from the pot into the terrarium. Okay.
Into the terrarium, yeah.
So you drip a little bit of goo, and you see like a chunk of bone or something drip from the ladle in, and looking into the terrarium, you see a matted, almost bits of fur, but somewhat skull face emerge up, and you can see it's like a little rat face kind of pokes up out of the liquid of the terrarium and snatches the bone and pulls it back and sinks back into and you can see the leeches all attached to its back and its bones protruding as it dives back into the terrarium.
Francis, you merged with the leeches. You son of a bitch. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. Okay, just get back on there. Oh, okay, he seems fine in there. Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to feed those leeches.
Why?
Bruno.
Otherwise they'll die.
We've been through this whole castle, this whole town of horrors, right? That was genuinely the grossest thing I've ever seen.
Did you all see the rat stick its head out of the jar when I was feeding it?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody saw that. I see. Okay. Well, the rat also has a human face on it. That's why I scooped it up and put it in there. That's where all the things with human faces go on there. And I assume this is kind of their natural food because it's, from this horrible castle and they're horrible. Okay.
And why do you want to
Don't think about it. Why would I? Because otherwise it'll die. It probably needs to eat. Can't
They're
starve
all already dead.
things.
We can talk about this later, maybe.
That's a tough. I don't know. It's hard to say what's the. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Okay.
So do we think the cellar is this stairs going down from the main hall? Right. That's my guess.
Yes, that would be my guess as well. Wait, no, I was going to guess it was these. Sorry, opposite. I would guess the cellar was coming down from the kitchen. Wouldn't it be connected to the kitchen?
You don't see any stairs down here from the kitchen, just stairs back up to where you came from.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Let's go main hall, downstairs, cellar. Unless anyone wants to explore more gross stuff.
Maybe we should just make sure that, the bull man and his friend aren't poking around right out there.
Mm-hmm.
So where exactly are you going from here? You are here in the kitchens, which are marked as number 42 on our map that we're looking at here. Again, you can see the one door back behind, wrapping around from the stairs. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, if you turn around and trace your way back against that southern wall, you can see there's a door there that appears to lead back to some space underneath the roof that you were just climbing on. And then opposite, at the bottom of the stairs, there are two other doors, one left, one right, that lead into other parts of the building. You're not sure where.
So
oh, go ahead.
yeah, maybe metagaming a bit, but southerly.
All right, back to that door.
Have a
into
sense of the house.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. You open that door and you peer out, and you can see what appears to be like a covered patio. So there are large pillars that are holding up that roof that you were just climbing on, but there are no walls directly to the south. It's sort of open air. There's another door to your left that seems to lead back into the main hall. You can also see there's a great, what would probably be a lovely view from here out onto the Reich. As you look out onto the river, as you recall, the castle, this end of the castle practically juts out over the river. Of course, the sky is dark and roiling and filled with falling rain. You can see there are 4 large objects arranged along the patio there to the south, which look to be large beehives.
Bees?
What are the chances they have human faces? Seems pretty high.
150%. Should we try sneaking past the beehives?
Yeah. Indigo's going to start heading towards the other door back into the main hall, and just making a wide berth of these beehive-like objects.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Very good. Indigo, you carefully, keeping as close to the walls of the buildings as possible, make your way over to the small door that seems to lead into the side of the Great Hall. You reach it. You seem to be okay. You can hear a light buzzing sound coming from the hives, but nothing has emerged.
I want to just open that door and dart in really quickly.
Very good. Very good. What's everyone else doing?
It's the same.
Yeah, it's all Indigo.
Okay.
Yep.
Max?
Really want to know what these beehives.
Go last. We'll miss it.
All right, I try to follow, keeping my distance from hives.
One by one, each of you darts across the patio, avoiding the beehives and entering back into the main hall. So you've entered through a small door on the side of the main hall, but it looks much as you saw it before. Large banquet table laid out. It's 2 stairs. Grandiose stairs leading up. There is another staircase down between them, sort of in the center, in the darkness of this picture that we're looking at. The one thing that appears to be missing is the decrepit old man with the large claw for a hand. Does not appear to be here. But the table is still set with disgusting, rotten-looking food. There are portraits along the walls, suits of armor lining the stairs up.
I guess head to the stairs down.
Yep. Can we hear anything?
Yeah.
The only noise really is the sound of the raging storm outside. The thudding rain and the occasional thunder. Okay. You head down the stairs, which is interesting.
Which is interesting. I hate that.
It's a different map entirely. Okay.
Not positive. Oh man, really want to see what's in the beehives.
Bees.
They're going to be 40 tall.
There it is.
Well, I don't know what I expect.
Per hive.
One bee, one giant, real fat bee. It just flops out of the hive. You can't even really fly.
Probably got
little shoes that it crawls around on.
Only we talk to them. What are the best friends? Beasties.
Okay.
Wow.
You head down some 20 feet down the stairs into a low-ceilinged hall. So a short passageway, fairly narrow. The ground is raw dirt. You can see there's the ceiling is braced with wooden rafters, and little bits of dust and dirt and debris trickle from it now and again. Just immediately at the bottom of the stairs, immediately to your right, there is a small wooden door, and you can see the passageway continues forward for another 20 or 30 feet, and it looks like there's another 2 doors down at the other end. What do you do?
Oh.
Do we hear anything from the bottom of the stairs?
You stop for a moment and quietly listen, and you don't hear anything.
And there are 2 doors at the end of the hallway?
So there's a door immediately to your right. Past
Right.
it goes another 20 or 30 feet, and at the end there is a door straight ahead and one to the left.
Okay.
I guess we should check all of them, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll just slide the door open that we're right next to, just to peek, just to see.
Okay. Carefully slide that door open, and you can see a fairly large room, low-ceilinged, lined with racks of various bottles. Some covered in dust that look like they've been there for a very, very long time.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Does any of it look like Narit to me?
No, it looks like nice wines and liquors is what it looks like.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm not as.
I'm gonna steal one of them liquors,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna drink one of them.
That is
Excellent.
extremely fair.
You grab a dusty bottle off the shelf. You pop the cork,
Oh, thank
and you
goodness!
take a big
Yeah.
slug, and it tastes like vinegar.
I spit it out and I curse and I smash it against the wall.
Crash!
Yes, darn it! Is everything in this
Yeah.
castle so damn twisted? Well,
Honestly, you're probably lucky it wasn't some kind of chaos juice. Turned wine is maybe the best thing that could have been in there. And you wouldn't let me look
Yeah.
at the beat.
but come on,
Yeah, I mean,
this is wine. This is wine and drink. Don't tell me you don't want to drink some of this.
I'm gonna go to the least dusty bottle, the one that looks the youngest,
Mm-hmm.
and pop that.
Okay.
But I'll
Hold
take a
on.
very tiny sip.
It also tastes like vinegar.
Unless this is a vinegar
Why are they-
cellar, I think it might have all turned.
Why? Why do they suck so much at life?
It's a great question.
I hope to not discover an answer to that.
We probably will. So, are there any other exits from the cellar?
You don't see any. It just looks like a large, well-stocked wine cellar.
Badly stocked.
Useless stuff.
All right, let's continue.
I thought wine was supposed to get better as it got older.
Not if you cork it incorrectly. Not if you
Also
never
not if
turn
it's-
it.
Not if it's in a horrible chaos castle.
That probably doesn't help.
You proceed down the hallway. You come to the end. There's another door at the end, right directly opposite the stairs that you came down. And there's one to your left.
The one straight ahead.
Door. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Indigo, you push open the door straight ahead, and you can see that it opens up into another hallway that is at a T to the one that you are coming from. And you can go left or right. There's also a door directly opposite you.
Oh, come on. Do I need to get graph paper for this?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, you do.
Probably.
Do it. I'm going to make a note of this here.
Wow.
Oh, good. I'm glad someone is, because I've already got
Do you
lost.
have? You notice also it's very dark. There appears to be no lights.
Oh, I have my lantern. I thought I lit that last time.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
it's
I
all
have like a...
dark, right?
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah, I have
you had come into the castle in the middle of the night. Indeed.
Yes.
If you put on her cloak.
Very good. Excellent.
Because I'm cold.
I'm insane.
Sorry, guys. It's really cold in here.
I guess let's try the other door
disguise.
before we go down this hallway.
All right, let's go
Yes.
try the left one. Backtrack.
Okay.
Just hold your map up, Max.
You open the door.
I love it. Thank you.
You open the door to your left. You can see there's a small room within. It has a small table with a single chair, a bed, and a lot of. It just looks. It's very messy. You see a lot of remains of past meals in here. It's clearly no one has ever. Someone lives here, but no one's ever tidied it. There is another door to the right out of this room as you look in, which you're pretty sure must exit back into the same hallway that you were just looking at from the.
Maybe this is
Hi, slurs.
Slurs.
Yeah. Or whatever his name is. Yeah.
There's room.
Slognar. Okay. Well, I guess I'm
is
glad
that-
Slognar is in here.
Yeah.
You wanted to talk to him, right? Not that he's helpful.
You know, I poke around the room a little. I want to see if I can divine by the scraps and stuff that's in here what kind of horrible mutation Slognar or the resident of this room might have. Like bird droppings.
Roll me an intelligence test, Bruno.
Yeah.
Bird
Well,
droppings.
I am a noted expert on mutation at this point, I think. So, you
Well,
know.
he did lay an egg in the corner.
Yeah. Is my int +2 now? Yeah, 11.
Okay, so the only thing that really suggests something is there are scratches in the table that suggest some kind of claws or knobbly, yeah. And some of the bones and bits of food that lie about have deep fang marks in them. So whatever
Right.
lives here must have large, pronounced canines or
Oh, I think Slognar might be slightly more dangerous than that guy with the gooseneck.
Is the food
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Sorry, what was your question, Andy?
rotten?
No, it looks well. I mean, it looks like it's been here a while, but it doesn't look like it's. I mean, some of it looks like it's old and starting to rot, but mostly it just looks like somebody ate the meal and then left like the bones or whatever crust of bread or what have you, just never bothered to clean up.
3. All right. Cool.
Well,
Wow, so much for this.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot today.
yeah.
should
Somehow
we go-
the cellar is worse than the tower where the corpse is being resurrected.
Yeah, that one had a library.
Let's go
alright.
through
I
that
guess let's-
hallway.
Yeah.
Where are you headed? Sorry. Say it again.
Through the hallway, through the door we had opened before,
Excellent.
and through the hallway.
Okay. So you open the door from the hall you're in into the tea the teeing hallway. You look down left and right to the left. You can see it just goes a little bit of a ways in dead ends, and there's a door to the left there, which you know goes back into that room that you were just looking at. Directly opposite you, there's another door which has a crudely painted white skull on it. To your right, you can see the passageway goes for a little bit, and then at the very end turns left. And at that turn, there is another door straight across.
So we probably shouldn't open the skull door.
Probably should open the skull door. Does it look like the skull that was on Marguerite's pendant?
It's much cruder than that. Much cruder than that. It looks like a child drew a skull on the door. But very big and like white paint.
Can I just push my ear up against the door and see if I can hear anything behind it?
Sure, you can. Roll me an intelligence test. And let me just look up what you might hear.
12.
Okay.
Maybe it's the party room.
Slognard's party with all the mutants. Definitely, I mean, I really hope I hear the Monster Mash behind the door. That is what I really...
Yes. At this point, we're all just hoping that we don't get turned into some kind of animal.
Right?
Bruno, you think you can vaguely hear a kind of like slurping, sucking sound and the echo of many whispered voices, but saying nothing distinct.
Okay, so I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm going to guess behind that door is where that giant flesh ball with a bunch of mouths on it that I described earlier is. Lots of voices and a squelching noise. It's definitely one big oozy thing with mouths that are all talking to each other, chatting about how horrible they are.
Didn't you say that if the stone was in a person, that's what would happen to that person?
God damn it, is that what I said about it? I couldn't remember the context of my description of that.
That's specifically what you said.
Okay, that's really... Okay, but that could...
Let's leave it for
It might be
last.
behind this door. I think it's behind this door. I think the stone's back here.
Yeah, okay, but how are we going to get it out of the giant oozy face thing?
Kill it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's leave this door for last. Let's maybe circle back to this one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go see what other horrors we can find before we get to the main show.
I just don't think that someone as fancy as Marguerite would note the room that had all of her alchemical stuff in it with just like a bad skull.
Well, maybe she doesn't know how to spell keep out. I mean, lots of people don't know how to write keep out.
No, it's just K.
What?
This one. Yeah, so you
Oh.
remember
No, the other
Piglet's market's the N, yeah.
Mark,
The tall guy
yeah.
with the legs, that's in market, that's the K, yeah, there you go. Everybody's going to know how to
100%
read
of the time.
this. Yeah.
I'm trying to point to one of you, and I just point the wrong direction. Can't figure it out. Okay. Yes. Fine. Yes. Let's move on to a different room, which will definitely be better.
Excellent. So you proceed down the hall, in the only direction really you can, which goes for a little ways, and then turns sharply to the left. As you look down, and right there where it turns to the left, straight ahead, is a door. And the interesting about that door, you notice, is that it has a small window at about eye height with little metal bars in it.
Oh man! Now that door when we're walking down this hallway is right in front of us, or is it when we make the turn?
It's right in front of you. You would have to you would walk that the open hallway would be on your left. So instead of turning, you just kept going straight. Yeah.
Got it.
As you look to your left, though, down that hall, you can see it goes another 20 feet or so down that way. And then you can see two openings, one straight ahead and one to the right. And just in front of those two openings, laying on the ground, is appears to be a couple of bodies piled up. One of them wearing full plate armor, you would guess. Certainly it has that shape to it from here.
That's not good.
Okay. No. I'm assuming this one is where the prisoners are. So maybe we should say hey to the prisoners?
Hey.
You tall folk want to look in? Yeah.
I'll look.
You're peering into the room?
Yes, I would like to look.
You peer in through the bars, you hold the light up so you can see into the room, and you can see a large room with various torture implements in it. A table, like a rack, an Iron Maiden, charcoal braziers, and you can see on the far end of the room there's a door to the left, and just in front of that there is dangling from the ceiling a metal cage in which an emaciated looking man is trapped. He's got a long beard, is wearing very little apart from like falling to pieces rags, and you can see he's sitting there, he's holding on to the bars, and his head is kind of wavering, and he's looking blearily in your direction. And you hear a voice squeak out, "Slagdog! Slagdog, is that you?"
What? From the guy in the cage?
Yeah, yes.
Come, my friend. It's time for our constitutional, isn't it? Yes. Or shall we share a meal first?
I'll be back. I have a bathroom break.
Oh, Slagdog. I hope everything comes out well.
That guy sounded surprisingly cheery for being hanging from a cage in a torture room.
I was going to let him out maybe, but he sounds... Okay,
maybe he has Stockholm syndrome.
That's... group talk, do we want to do the corpses or the fleshy sucking noises?
Either.
Well, the sucking... Okay. Let's just check out the bodies. They're dead, kind of, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, let's go check out the bodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Slagdar. Slagdar. At least, I guess we know what he sounds like now.
You make your way down
Sounds exactly
the passage
like
to the heap. So at the very end of this passageway, as you bring your light down here, you can see to the right is an open archway which appears to lead to spiraling stairs going down. But just in front of you is a section of wall that's shifted open. Clearly, what should be a secret hidden door, but has been opened here. And you can see a rough dug tunnel leading away from it. But in that doorway is heaped up 3 bodies. And you can see one of them... That's directly in front of you as you come straight down. Okay. So you came straight down the hallway. It looks like it should have dead-ended with the opening to the right to the spiral staircases going down. But in that dead end, a secret door has been opened. And laying on the threshold of that secret door are 3 bodies. One, a hulking man in black armor with curling spikes and adornments and a kind of wolf motif head on top of his helmet. One, a huge bare-chested man with the head of a bull. And the third
shit.
one appears to be an orc with big jutting fangs and many piercings in his ears and a big leather hood and studded leather armor. And all three of them are piled in a heap here.
It's an orc. Well, I've never
How
seen
did they
one
die?
before.
How did they die? I'm sorry you haven't seen one before. Maybe you should examine it and tell us how he died.
Ooh, okay, I'm going to check out a couple of things on him, but one on the list is how he died. Yeah.
Would you like to make a surgery roll for me, Bruno, to see if you can tell me a little bit about how they died?
Doing terrible tonight.
Maybe they all just pratfalled.
It's still a
running.
13.
They all have some number of wounds on them, some slashing, cutting wounds on them, either on their neck or across the chest of the bull-headed guy. It's hard to see where exactly the wound is on the guy in the full plate armor, but they all have some kind of cut wounds. None of those cut wounds look quite enough to kill a person, but you also notice, Bruno, that there is some kind of bubbling greenish fluid around each of those cuts.
Oh my god. The butler did it.
It's the Skaven.
Oh, that one. I was thinking.
Yeah, butler, yeah. That was a good idea.
Thank you. Does he have the fangs? So I thought maybe there was poison.
Right? And he had the clip. Yeah, right? You know?
Yeah,
You're
remember
welcome.
the men who were also in different tunnels we saw.
And they wanted the rock.
And they wanted the rock.
And they're under the ground. And they went through the cemetery. So they probably came up through that temple, which means we sent those poor goose people to the temple. And now they're dead.
Oh no.
We're terrible people, aren't we?
Look, that was actually on the list of stuff we've done. I think that is kind of middle in a moral catalog.
We didn't know. All right, let's go get
what's
some
more
rats.
important is that we're probably about to be dead.
Do we think
If we
they
sneak
got
up
it?
on them, they don't know we're here.
I think this happened recently. Right?
Yeah, so let's go get them.
These guys were alive 5 minutes ago.
Okay,
I want to check
okay.
ground for tracks. See if I can see the people that killed these people.
Give me an intelligence test and add your tracking skill.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 23.
Okay. You can clearly see in the passageway behind the secret door, which is just very rough dug tunnel. You can clearly see many clawed footprints that look like they could belong to a very large rat. And you can see even the dragging tail shape that you would expect from a Skaven.
And is it coming in from the tunnel or going out from the hallway?
It seems to come from the tunnel up to the doorway. There's clearly signs of a fight right here at the doorway, and then they go back into the. So it seems like possibly the Skaven came up the tunnel to the secret door, had a fight here with these guys, and then turned around and went back the way they came.
Huh.
Maybe it's wounded?
Is there other blood on the ground that doesn't seem to be of his bodies?
There's a little blood splatter here and there. Definitely a fight happened, but not a lot. Not a lot.
So, do we go through the secret passage, which is the Skaven tunnel, or do we go downstairs?
Or we go see what's up with that dude in the cage, Maybe he's got some info.
Well, you're so creepy, though. I feel like the question is... did the rats get it, or did they not?
Yeah.
It's hard to say from this, right?
Yeah.
To follow them and find out. We could go back and talk to the many-faced sucky thing.
I
never
am
thought I'd say
curious.
this, but I prefer to deal with Skaven.
That is true.
I guess my vote's for downstairs, I guess.
For downstairs, like the normal downstairs?
Right now, to go down the spiral staircase to the right.
Okay.
Or through the door. Oh, the skull was painted by Slagnard because he's a dwarf. They have poor artistic skills.
Yeah.
Okay,
he
so
didn't
maybe
go
it's
there. I don't know.
maybe
what that
it's
means.
his job to like feed the thing. I guess we could go ask the prisoner what that door is.
He might know. Oh, here we go. I pull the hood off the orc and hand it to Mina. Pretend to be Slagnard.
I'm already wearing a full face mask.
Yeah, that's you look bigger, like orc size. Put that over and just, you know.
If there's a chance that the Skaven have already been in here and have been messing about, like, if they haven't, we shouldn't let them get away.
I agree. You know what? You're totally right. I think
Yeah.
the most timely issue is Skaven.
Yeah.
What if we split up?
We're not going to do that.
That feels like a bad idea.
I like Yeffy's idea of just following the tracks, and then if the Skaven have the rock, we get the rock from the Skaven. If they don't, we kill the Skaven, and they don't sneak up on us and kill us.
Oh, but I hate them. They were so creepy last time.
Yep.
Not more creepy than anything else.
Listen, if we do it real quiet, we can even see if there's lots and lots of them. If there's lots and lots of them, then we just go, you know what, enjoy your rock. And we back away slowly and leave. And then we go talk to the person in the cage and the many-faced ball thingy, and we just say, hey, Sven, Sergey, whatever your name is anymore, I don't even know, because I don't care anymore. You're effed, and we're changing our names.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good plan.
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
All right.
And also, if we follow the Skaven, we should be able to find a way out of this castle when we're done with them.
Yeah,
They must have
that's good.
tunnels.
Uh-huh.
Probably through the Temple of Sigmar in the town. Yeah.
All right, let's do
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh man, should I dim the light? Should I turn it off?
Yes.
Yeffy, can you see in the dark?
Yes. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, can I see in the
You should know
dark? Shut up. It's never come up before. I feel like it came up once in season 1.
Yeah.
You cannot see in complete darkness. You have better vision in low light than others. And you can you can make out creatures, like you can start to sort of detect body heat signatures. But like just walking down a hallway in complete darkness, you would probably bump into stuff just like anyone else.
I'm like the predator. Heat me finishers. Yeah, I can see pretty good in the dark.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So you
Yeah, I can see pretty.
I'll dim the light.
What?
Mina's an elf? What?
Bruno, do you think Mina's an elf?
She's not, right?
Rude. Excuse me.
No. No, she's far too happy to be an elf. And 2, she also has better taste in things. She eats actual food. How could you say that about Mina? Mina, I'm offended for you.
Oh, it's just
This is terrible, Bruno.
Once you're above 4
Bruno.
feet tall, everyone kind of looks, just sort of look at people's noses at that point.
That would mean Indigo would be an elf.
Yeah,
That
do you
would
think
mean
Indigo's
Indigo's
an
an
elf?
elf. Indigo's definitely, yeah.
I've seen him age.
That's
You
right,
know,
he's a
Indigo
person,
is
and
much
Mina's a
younger
person.
and better than I
That's
met
true.
him. He's older now, so I know he's a person. Okay,
God.
well, in 5 years, we'll see how that pans out. Yeah.
Just a suggestion for the team. I just want to throw that out there because we've had all our questions about moral quandaries and stuff. If I were to make
Be
these
an
dead
elf?
people,
No. Out. Oh, okay, sorry, dead person. We're off for the elf thing. I'm sorry. I just got caught up. I get caught up.
if you were to make these dead people follow the Skaven, and then we could follow them, like we did with the skeleton that time.
That would be so cool. Can you do that?
I did it once. It was really cool.
Really don't like the idea of giving a Chaos Warrior horrible undeath. They are full of chaos. They don't need any more.
Okay. Won't do it. That's cool.
One more thing real quick. I'm going to try to pull the helmet off the Chaos Warrior.
No!
Excellent.
See what we got under here.
You grab onto the helmet. Roll me a strength test, Bruno.
There's going to be so many faces under that.
Not what
Indigo's whole body clenches as Bruno starts to do this. Justin,
11. I've really rolled nothing but 9 to 11.
You grab onto the helmet and you start to pull and twist, and you're straining and you're looking at where the helmet reaches the neck, and you realize it's like fused in. It's almost as if the helmet is like part of his skin rather than being actually a separate garment that he's wearing. And then you get, oh, gross, and you kind of jump away.
How does this guy go to the bathroom?
Not through his face.
Well, I assume, you know what? Let's let's raise these suckers from the dead then, right? Let's do it. No.
We don't have to. You know what? That's why I asked before I did. We're working on a,
I appreciate that. I don't want an undead Chaos Warrior.
What about just Slognard?
Yeah, what about
He's
the
just an orc? Yeah.
He's just
Can we not and say that we did? Because they're really clumsy, and we're trying to sneak up on this Skaven. So a big clumsy dead orc might stand out quite a bit in the dark and make lots of sound. And there's a whole moral quandary. Yeah, that whole part that Indigo keeps bringing up. Yeah, but really, it's tactically a bad decision.
Tactically, that makes sense to me. Morally, it's already dead, and they did want to kill us. We would have killed him if we.
Well, you know what? We're gonna have the moral conversation.
On necromancy.
We should box that moral discussion for later. And for now, we'll just sneak down, kill some rats, or run away.
Back dead. What's the first thing you would do? Candles.
No. I've just been using the staff actually.
Okay. Can we not flirt right now? Can we just get right down to the rats now?
There's a whole fucking thing here. It should be written. All right.
It is a whole fucking thing, and I don't want to know about or hear about or see or whatever. I don't care. Let's go kill the rats. I don't care about your staff love or weird oils, bullshit incense.
That's not involved.
Some crystals.
All right, I use the orc's hood to put it over the lantern to try to dim the light so it's only a little bit so Yeffy can see a little bit.
Okay, so you use the hood to try and dim up the lantern, which works pretty well. And then Yeffy, you're taking the lead and heading down the passageway?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Great.
I'll be right behind
Yeffy, why don't you give me both an agility test to see how stealthy you are and an intelligence test to see what you detect as you make your way down there.
So I just rolled a 1 on my stealth.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Great.
I thought you should know that. And I got an 8 on my intelligence. So clearly Yeffy is still upset about the necromancy flirting, because she's just like, fine. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you make your way down this tunnel, and it's clearly just this very rough dug tunnel that goes on for a while. And it feels like you have the general sense, having being a dwarf, Yeffy, and having dealt with a lot of underground complexes and sort of generally having a good sense of direction. You feel like you've probably gone the distance of, say, across the courtyard of above you. So you feel like maybe you're on the far end away from the main manor house. And,
Towards the pit?
You were past the pit, right?
yeah, like you went. Where's my map so I can get this
It's
right.
okay, I probably wouldn't know anyway, because I rolled so utterly poorly.
That distance, yeah, you would think that either you're surprised. That thought enters your head of sort of like, if this was headed away from the manor, I feel like I've gone this distance where we would have gone to the opposite ends of the pit. How come we didn't encounter the pit? You wonder that briefly.
That's strange.
And then you come to a small room. And in this room, you can see there's a set of stairs leading up. There is a stack of about a dozen large lead boxes with hinged tops, and they're all kind of scattered about the room, many tipped over, all of them appearing to be empty. And you can see there's a big hole in the middle of the room, and a bunch of like loose dirt, and like somebody just dug a big hole right in the center of the room. And you're taking it all in, and you're trying to figure out what the hell all of this means. And you turn around to try and tell your friends, and as you do so, you hear a voice behind you, a high-pitched voice that shouts, "Quick, quick! Intruders! Kill, kill!" Yeah, if you roll me a d6.
Yeah.
David!
No.
I rolled a 3.
Excellent. You feel a moment of tension as you just sort of sense something coming up behind you from the room. You have a moment to do something. What do you do?
I will roll to the side and get out my knife.
Okay.
And feel danger and scream like a little dwarf maiden.
Excellent.
Ah! I don't know where I am.
Roll me.
God. Damn it, necromancers.
Excellent. Roll me an agility test, please.
Sure. It's a 15.
Excellent. You dive to the side. Because the tunnel is very narrow, your only real choice is to kind of quickly twist and duck and roll kind of into the room, into a corner of the room. So maybe you were even still somewhat in the room as you turned around to look back to the passageway to talk to your friends, to tell them all the strange things that you were seeing. As you
Am I
do
turning in
so,
an odd and peculiar way, Paul?
there's
Am I turning in an odd and peculiar way to make more room from, I don't know, weird organs to shift around or weird joints to twist? Sorry. What I'm saying is, do I?
Yeah.
Would I add my
You don't need the bonus. You're successful.
Okay.
So you dodge and you roll into the corner of the room just as you hear and feel the air kind of brush over your head where your head just was of a large bladed knife swinging out, and you can see a Skaven standing there in the room who's just tried to basically stab you in the back of the neck. And you can see two more starting to crawl up out of the hole in the center of the room. And I will say it is now your turn again, Yeffy. And from you, I will go clockwise around, so Indigo will be up next. What do you do?
Okay. I will get around to Skaven to start attacking it, hopefully trying to put it back to wherever Indigo is going to come down into the room.
Very good. Very good. Give me an attack roll.
That is a 14.
That does indeed hit.
Nice.
It does?
Yeah.
Yay! That's a 6. I rolled a 6, yay!
6 damage. You cut deep into into its chest, and it shrieks in pain. And it kind of backs. It spins to face you. Its back now definitely towards the opening into the tunnel behind you. However, 2 more Skaven are starting to crawl up out of the hole.
Yeah.
Indigo, you hear Yeffy yell, and then you hear Skaven voices. What do you do?
Can I see this room, or
It's very
is it
dark.
too dark?
As you recall, Bruno intentionally hooded his lantern to make it quite dark and difficult to see.
Right.
Especially
Can
for
I
your
pull that off
human.
out of order, or
Bruno has not had a chance to react yet.
okay?
So
I
it's-
will reach back and yank the hood off of Bruno's lantern.
Hey, what the heck, man? Yeah.
All right, you reach behind you, yank the hood, filling the passageway you're in with light, and you can see the lashing tail of a Skaven standing in the doorway. It's back to you, into the room beyond, where you can hear Yeffy.
Wow. Can I attack it?
Unfortunately, you've used your action to unhood the lantern.
I'll drop my sword. Skaven!
Okay. Yeah, excellent. Mina, what do you do?
Oh, I appreciate that light because I'm going to magic missile that guy twice in the back.
Excellent.
That's a 4. That works. Yes.
Excellent.
So, ooh, that's a 5 and a 6. So that is 13 points of damage.
2 magical glowing bolts come flying down the passageway and slam into the back of the Skaven, who just lurches towards you, Yeffy, and sprawls out on the ground dead. 2 burning holes in its back. Bruno, what do you do?
Can I see the 2 that are crawling out of the hole in the center?
Not from here in the tunnel. You cannot. You would need to get into the room.
Okay, I guess if this takes my whole turn, that's fine. I want to run in and try to find a safe place to put the lantern down.
Okay.
Like, I'll take extra time if I need to.
Very good. You go rushing into the room, and you look around, and you can actually see that there are, in fact, so there are beams, they're like rafters and beams, so at least one of which has got a big nail nailed into it that you can that's perfect. That's where you would hang your lantern.
Great, okay.
So you go over there and you hang your lantern up, and you look at, and you kind of take in the room now, and you can see that the room is filled with these lead boxes, like a dozen lead boxes, all of which are empty and tossed about.
What is going on?
And you're like, they look exactly like the right size and shape for the kind of thing you were hoping to find.
That's weird.
Excellent. The 2 Skaven come climbing up out of the hole and lunge their swords at Yeffy. Not the best rolls in the world. Yeffy, what's your armor class?
6.
All right. They both you dodge and weave as they swing at you. You roll out of the way. You manage to avoid both of their blows. What do you do?
Nice.
Oh my god. Yeah. Again, going to try to duck around and cut at one of them, maybe the one on the right.
Okay.
And try to get them to enter into the room to get their back to Indigo, like ha ha ha.
Yeah, you're in a kind of a swirling
rats.
fight in this room right now that is full of boxes and a hole in the ground. Yeah. So go ahead and make your attack.
That's a 20.
That is certainly nice.
Nice. That's a 5.
Excellent.
damage.
Excellent.
Nice.
You cut one of them with a wicked blow. Indigo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run forward and attack the one that Yeffy just attacked, but I want to try to stay in this passage, like in the doorway of this passage, so the Skaven can't get to Mina behind me.
So you stand just there in the threshold, and you reach forward and you lunge with your. You're using that bastard sword at this point?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Are you holding it two-handed or one-handed?
I'm holding it one-handed because I'm very hurt.
With a flourish, you lunge forward, trying to reach its point at the Skaven.
Oh, that's a good roll. That is 16.
That is a hit.
For 7 points of damage, maximum damage.
Excellent. You're easily the Skaven is easily within reach, in fact, of the long blade of your bastard sword, and you plunge it into its throat, and it screams, and blood gurgles out of its neck, and it drops to the ground dead. Right. Mina, what are you doing?
There's one left alive, right?
There is.
Okay. Is intimidating a thing?
Is intimidating? Well,
yeah.
you're still in the hallway, and Indigo is intentionally blocking the entryway from the room to the hall. So there is you could at some point make a fellowship test to intimidate someone, but at this point, that Skaven is not really paying attention to you and probably can't even really see you very well.
That's fine. I'm just gonna shout, "Tell us where the stone is!" and from behind Indigo, and try and hit him with magic missile again.
Very good.
Nope, and I don't do that, so that doesn't work. I got a 2.
Oh, not a 1 though, huh?
Not a 1.
Bruno, what are you doing?
All right. Well, I'm just gonna pull out my daggers and go stab this guy.
Excellent.
Lantern, nice and secure.
It's hung on the hook, just where lanterns go.
20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys are on fire tonight.
Oh, right.
For 2
once.
points of damage.
Was that 2?
2.
2. Very good. Very good.
But I'm gonna stab him again. Second dagger.
Okay.
The
Yep.
barber dagger.
Yep.
Yeah. 10.
That's a miss, unfortunately. Seeing itself terribly outnumbered, it looks very worried. Its eyes dart from Bruno to Yeffy to Indigo, and it leaps into the hole.
Oh shit!
Okay. It jumps and rolls into the hole and disappears. Yeffy, what do you do?
Damn it!
Is there any chance to grab a hold of its tail?
Not without going down the hole yourself.
I don't want to go down the hole. I mean, I'm a dwarf. I like holes. Don't get me wrong. Love caves, stuff like that. But I'm not. No, that's not going to happen.
Go down the hole. Okay.
No, I'll be like, where is it? Damn you!
Indigo, do anything?
This Skaven disappears down this hole.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pull one of these boxes over the hole.
The hole is much bigger than one of the boxes.
Oh.
You lift up one of the boxes. A little bit of blue dust trickles out of the box. So you pick it up.
I'll put it down.
You drop the box. Mina, are you doing anything?
Not. I have something I want to do, but not about going after that Skaven.
Very good. Bruno, are you going after the Skaven?
I'm gonna go down the hole. I think I'm very nicely sized to get to this hole.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go grab him real quick.
Okay. You jump down the hole. Bruno, roll me an agility test.
Bruno! What are you doing?
4.
Okay. You land poorly. The hole goes straight down and then curves into a tunnel leading away. You kind of don't quite stick the landing. You tumble. You roll a little bit. You come back up and you look down the passageway just in time to see the little flickering tail vanish down the passageway out into the darkness. And the Skaven, unfortunately, at this point has gotten away.
Oh. Bruno, don't go in a Skaven hole.
He's gone. I thought it was more I didn't realize it was like a falling hole. I thought it was more of an incline hole. All right, well...
I'll lean my hand down and try to help Bruno out.
You reach down and it definitely goes reasonably deep, and then quickly pivots and turns.
I don't see anything at the base here, right?
Glancing about, what you can see are actually the large scorch marks. It looks like this tunnel was partially cleared with some kind of explosive something.
Oh, that's what.
The
they
sound
blew it
was.
up. That's what this has all happened right now. They've been digging this for a while. They blew this up.
The question is, did they get what they were looking for?
They sure got a lot of duplicate boxes.
I mean, we can't ask a live Skaven, so...
Oh my word! Let's just go ask the nuts guy or talk to the sucky face blob thing. Why is it always necromancy with you? Why is it always like, let's put on fancy perfume and smell really bad because we're rotting inside out because we keep raising the dead?
No.
Yeah,
no. No perfume, no rotting. Yeah. I'm just saying, that seems like the best... Differences of opinion. I would not.
It smells great.
That.
What?
Covers up the horrible
Anyway.
smell of all the soot I'm covered in.
Please stop spraying that
man! Where does this set of stairs go up to?
Unclear. Goes up.
Does it come to a door or a trapdoor or something, or you just can't see it?
It does look like... Oh, hang on. Where is that?
Huh.
I believe yes. That it looks like it goes straight up from here to some kind of trapdoor of some sort.
So
I just don't think we have the time to waste. That's all.
Till what? Till the Skaven come back?
Till the Skaven have their ball and they've vanished with it, and then we have no idea what they're going to do with it. They're going to actively try and use it.
Do we think they have it?
We
don't know.
While this discussion is happening, I want to look through the boxes. Do I see blue dust in all of them?
Yes, you do. They all look about of the same size as that rusty spot you saw on the table in Dagmar's observatory. They are all big, heavy boxes that are clearly lined with lead, and little crumbs and dust of bluish. Some of them even have you can even find a small flake or pebble of blue rock within them as you're looking through them. Indigo, when you see that, as you pick one of them up and you look and you see a little pebble of blue rock kind of rattle around. Do you take it?
No,
Okay.
I don't touch that.
Very good.
No, absolutely not.
He kind of Indigo picks up one of the big boxes, and it's heavy because it's lined with lead, heavy. And you hear the little rattle of a little pebble moving around, and Indigo kind of looks at it with a wide-eyed alarm.
I think this is where the Skaven were stealing the dust from the castle, and they wanted to get more because they couldn't get it from the doctor anymore. Because we killed them when they last went to the doctor.
We did do that. Are these Skaven also covered in bandages like the ones we saw?
They are not. They are not.
Okay.
They are brown furred, and they were wearing armor, like a light leather armor. which is pretty different actually from the other Skaven that you were fighting, who looked like they looked like they were starting to decompose. They had like a lot of like worms and bugs on them, and they had bandages on them. These ones look much healthier.
Is there substance on the blades they were using?
There's not.
So Indigo, are you thinking that the whole rock has been ground up into this dust and that was in all these boxes and that's what the stone was, and then they're gone with all the dust?
I don't know. I think, and this is just a guess, that if we go back through this tunnel and down the set of stairs, we'll find the vault that all this stuff was originally kept in. I would
You
think
don't
that
think upstairs, where the temple is.
Yeah. Or else
Okay.
why would they go through the secret passage
Yeah.
at all?
That's a good point.
Okay, so let's
do
go check out
expect-
the vault.
Yeah. That's the
Do you want to
next
go
place
back to the spiral staircase down?
I think so. That's my
Okay.
hunch.
Just
All right,
just one last time. Oh, yeah, continue.
Well, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight because we're out of time. So,
Stupid game.
we
Not
will-
4
Surprise
hours.
Max's second surprise. This game's still only 2 hours. Always
I
requires time.
really. Yeah.
one of these days we will have an episode where Max has his dice ready and is not surprised when it ends, and that'll probably be the finale of the show. So
Yeah. I'll be calling. I'll be like 15 minutes left. We better wrap this up. You know, what are we?
Excellent.
Man.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. A lot of still unanswered questions. And interesting avenues of pursuit for the party.
Yeah.
We will see you next week for another exciting episode of 10 Dead Rats. Good night, everybody.
Dead rats.